Alright, so the cover story for this chapter is Sanji cooking vegetables, making Usopp nostalgic about the Usopp Pirates. Which I have to say is too specific, like way too specific. Like, no, who actually comes up with this shit? Like, the name Noda Skywalker. Who are you, buddy? Who are you really? But yeah, whatever. Let's get on to the actual chapter. So the chapter big starts on Egghead. But don't get it twisted. This ain't the Egghead we know. This is Egghead back in the day. This is pre-pubescent Egghead. Kizaru's talking to Vegapunk and starts calling him out for being the absolute idiot that he is. One thing about Vegapunk so far is, although he's very, very intelligent in the sense of like making cool inventions and stuff like that, this guy has absolutely no common sense. Like, he's outrageously fraudulent. We need to have a serious conversation about this guy and his endless amount of tomfoolery. But anyways, obviously, the world government step in. They can't let this shit slide. I mean, at the end of the day, Kuma is a wanted criminal after all. But if it is to go through 3 conditions. Condition numero uno. Kuma is to join the Warlords of the Sea. And we also get a really cool nugget. Ace wiped out one of the former Warlords. And I just want to say, Ace prop will never not make me happy, bro. And you know what? I thought Warlord busting was Luffy's thing, but turns out Ace was the OG. The second condition is for Kuma to pretty much become a human weapon for the Marines, which, fair play, is pretty much like the ultimate big dick move by the world government, getting a notorious pirate like Kuma to practically become their slave. And the third and final condition is Kuma to, and I quote, give up his free will and sense of individuality. Like, this is actually crazy. The Gorosei are so evil, it's almost cartoonish. Like, this is next level shit. This is Griffith shit, bro. Oda is really setting it up for them, and Emu, of course, to be the final big bads of the series, the ultimate villains. Also, having this Karl Marx looking MF say this is crazy. Anyways, this is when Vegapunk decides to grow some balls and challenge the world government's authority. He says that stripping Kuma of his individuality is akin to murdering him. Spoiler alert, he does it anyway. But anyway, Kuma, being the paragon of virtue and righteousness and kindness that he is, does not give a fuck. If this is to save Bonnie, it doesn't matter. He is down. Oh, bro, I love this guy so much. What a character. But the world government, continuing their streak of being absolute pricks, prevent Kuma from seeing Bonnie after she's cured. And to ensure Kuma remains obedient, will take Bonnie as a hostage. Kuma, of course, doesn't care. His only condition is that Bonnie is to stay in the church that she grew up in. We then see the time pass, Vegapunk, Bonnie, Kuma, Sentomaru and Kizaru all having the time of their lives, munching on pizza, playing games, even dancing to the Nika theme song. And you know what, I have to say, this adds a completely different dimension to their characters, especially Kizaru. Like, Kizaru really has been through shit, man. Oda's really been in his bag fleshing out all these Marines lately. Kizaru, Aokiji, Garp. You know what? Some parts of Wano, I have to admit, made me doubt him, but Oda is back in full flow. Egghead has been absolute peak. Half a year passes. Bonnie and Kuma both returning to the Sorbet Kingdom and reuniting with their guys. But the world government, in typical world government style, shows up to fuck it all up. A CPA member named Alpha shows up and reminds Kuma of the terms of his agreement. The job for our boy Wuma, unfortunately, isn't finished.
Job's not finished. Job finished.
And for the last time, Kuma says goodbye to Bonnie and lets her know just how glad he was that she was born. You know, one of the things that makes One Piece so good is just how well Oda's managed to flesh out this world. After Kuma becomes a warlord, Oda treats us with the reaction of many of the major players in the One Piece world. We see Dofi, Krug, a stoic cameo from Mihawk, and even Alvida making a surprise appearance. We see the Whitebeard pirates as well, and I actually want to talk about Blackbeard, bro. Like, it's actually amazing how bummy this guy looks whenever we see him, like, as a member of the Whitebeard pirate crew. Just to think about what this guy managed to achieve, bro. Like, it's genuinely an underdog story that rivals even Luffy's. Obviously, another character that we see reading the newspaper is Dragon. And I really do wonder what is going through this pathetic bum's head right now. This guy has single-handedly fucked up Kuma's life and shows little to no remorse. This is quite literally all your fault, pal. I've seen a lot of Dragon fanboys doing endless amounts of mental gymnastics to justify this nigga's actions. Give up. He's not that guy. He's more shameless than the One Piece shipping community, and that's the largest criticism I could ever give. The last page of this chapter consists of Kuma sailing while writing Bonnie a letter. One particularly touching part is Kuma's Jolly Roger is actually Bonnie's drawing of him, which is really sweet, to be fair. The last panel of this chapter is Why We Love One Piece. An absolutely generational curveball out of the blue. Kuma is heading towards Fuchsia Village.